Good morning, geeks and gamers. That's the last thing I'm allowed to say. Jay is now in charge of the show. Take it away, Jay.
So Beardo, how was your morning?
It's been pretty good, man. I made myself a cup of coffee. My YouTube
Never
video
mind.
from
No, this
yesterday's
didn't
doing
work.
good.
This didn't work. This didn't work. This
Subscribe to
didn't work.
Super Vask 3D
start
on
over.
YouTube.
We're starting over. We're starting over. Now we're not going to sit through that whole thing. So, good morning, geeks and gamers. It's Jeremy. We got the crew here. The crew is here.
We're the
no
substitute
toxicity.
teachers, man. Me and Beardo.
No toxicity whatsoever. We want positivity, and that's why we brought the best of us, Drunk 3PO. Hi, Jay.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me on. It takes two of us to replace Ryan, rightfully so. And it's going to be a fun show today. Got some not inside, but we've got some numbers, some theme park numbers I'd love to go over when we get a chance. Kind of interesting.
I just like being quiet and let Jay just kind of keep going and see how long he'll go.
I mean, I could. It's all good.
Amazing.
I was just trying. I was being respectful. That's all I'm saying.
You don't have to be respectful. You're a place Ryan. You don't have to be respectful. Fear the Beardo. How many awkward moments on Super Chats are you going to have today?
I'm gonna keep it try to like under 2.
All right. We'll
under
see.
2.
We'll see how that goes. But yeah, we got a few things to talk about. It was a great Tuesday night's main event last night. No Ryan. So how this daily stream is kind of a grind to stay on it 5 days a week. So there's gonna be some here or there where me or Ryan might not be here or whatever. So just kind of keep that in mind. But you guys were so happy when Jay and Ryan did the show, and then you guys were happy when it was me, Jay, and Beardo. And so, yeah, I mean, I think that audience likes to kind of switch it up a little bit. And so
no, I wouldn't want to look at my face.
Not every day, Jay?
Every day, no.
I think you would. I mean,
judging by my live stream numbers, I see.
You are Drunk 3PO, the most famous person ever. We got Ozmora19945 gifted memberships.
Let's
getting
go.
the party started. Beetle Johnson becomes a new member of the 199. Already got 6 members in the house getting started. I heard a rumor that we may have an appearance from somebody that just started something, a number 2 of something that released just a few days ago. We may have an appearance from Mr. Eric July himself. We will see.
Multi-millionaire, almost billionaire, young Rippaverse, ISOM 2. It's tracking. I did see this morning. He said if the site didn't go down, but the sales are tracking higher than ISOM 1. So.
There you go.
Unbelievable. So, I was a little aggravated, man. I was trying to give him money, but
he doesn't want our money.
What a good problem to have.
Speaking of problems, get rid of Jeremy in this stream will be perfect. So, all right, well, you got.
The problem is when we get rid of Jeremy, we have no power. Like I can't highlight messages. He doesn't give me any power. I can't, share my screen because he doesn't trust me with anything. Yeah, see, look, he's literally highlighting messages from the back of nonsense.
That's fine. That's fine. He can do that. But you know what we need to do? We just need to start a Drunk 3PO Fear the Beardo podcast.
I'm actually so down for that. Like, you should hop on. Like, why don't you just be a guest on my Tuesday live stream permanently? Like 12:30.
So I can't do Tuesday, but I can do Thursday.
There you have it. I give the guy something to do, and he says
sorry,
no.
I'm already committed.
Oh, that's right. Oh, maybe Thursday then.
Yeah.
I'm back. People said Jeremy looks ill. I am very tired considering we did 4 streams.
You look a little jaundrous.
Bro, I'm tired. Jaundrous? John
Look a little
Booth.
yellow, like you got a little liver problem going
I don't
on.
know what's going on with my camera, man. All right, I'm gonna go fix my camera. I'll be back.
So Jeremy went to go fix his Dialis bag, and
He might have some kidney issues with all the
and he'll be
Dr.
back.
Pepper.
I think he's got to go pick off his last remaining toes. But yeah, we should definitely do a podcast. Jay and Beardo in the morning,
I'm
or maybe
actually
we'll
down,
just call
like,
it Drunk Beardo.
Actually, I think that's a good idea. Maybe we should start tomorrow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down.
We'll see.
That better?
That looks better. Yeah.
It's something weird with StreamYard. Sometimes
Better. What the heck?
Huh?
It looks 100% better.
Well, it's something weird. It's something weird with StreamYards where it doesn't pick up the settings for my webcam, and I don't know why. So,
I have to open up the Logitech Capture every single time before I launch StreamYards.
yeah, it's weird.
I have to open it up for like the settings to stick.
Yeah, it's so weird. But we got a few things to talk about today, and
Someone said stop Asian hate.
I am Campia's #1 fan, gifting a Geeks Gamers membership with a
It's messed up.
picture of Fear the Beardo looking very surprised. Very surprised.
You gonna pull it up?
I can't
Oh,
highlight
okay.
it on the member
Oh, okay.
messages. A feline named Vijay says, Beardo, have you asked Melanie to play co-op Womb Raider yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you for your
curious about
concern.
that. Movies America says new Garth Brooks song for the 199 to enjoy. Papa loved Papa, The Thunder Holes, If Pedro Never Comes, Friends in Blow Places, The
Ooh.
Prance, Blodio. Oh my God. All of the that's really good. That's
Brutal.
really good, actually. But hey, listen, I want to start off with talking about The Flash. As you guys know, last night I found out a certain spoiler for the movie. We're not going to talk specifics.
I sent the video to everyone. I ruined it for all my friends. I was like,
we're
watch this.
Yeah, not going to talk specifics. If you want to look it up yourself, go for it. I'm sure the chat is going to discuss all these details, so be careful on all fronts on that. But last night, and maybe my head has just been in the sand, but I had no idea about a specific cameo that is in this movie. And I found out about it last night, and it is the most offensive thing I have ever heard for any nerd film ever. This is worse than what they did to Luke Skywalker. This is worse than anything Disney Star Wars has done. I am fucking livid at what I've heard. I can't believe it.
Yes, Donald Trump has a cameo.
I like,
and he's the evil spider villain.
It's so bad. It's so bad. Now, let's talk about some of the public news that we have on this right now, and that is the box office. The box office right now is not tracking very well, in my opinion. But you see the spin that Deadline is putting on this. Deadline's putting the spin on it where it says, hoping not to be gone in a flash, DC pick eyes 155 million worldwide opening weekend. That's the spin they're putting on it. That does not sound good. It may sound a little bit better than you would think, but anybody that follows this understands that. All right, chat. You know what? I'm just gonna ask you if you want me to spoil it or not. You want me to put
a poll in there, man? Dump a poll in there.
Say the spoilers. Right,
yeah, because there's more
we
than
spoiled
one.
it on my live stream. We don't care. I was like, here's all the cameos. These are the CGIs. I even showed pictures.
There's the chat right
Make
there.
sure you go to the Drunk 3PO live streams because I just don't care.
All right, so there's.
But you want to know something, Jeremy? I will say this: Variety's on the same topic had a different headline. It said The Flash targets 70 million. Pixar's Elemental aims for 35 million in an underwhelming box office battle. Underwhelming box office battle. So
yeah,
crazy.
I before I say spoilers, let me see if where's this banner? Can't you create like this little banner right here that you can get like a ticker, like a Sports Center ticker or something
right
like
at
that?
The top.
Let's see. So let me right there.
There you
Okay. There we go. So as long as this is rotating, we will be talking Flash spoilers. So if you want to mute the stream if you're not interested, because 93% have said yes, they want us to spoil it. So that right there is just going to be going on. So that way, if you don't want spoilers, you can mute and then you can come back to the stream. Plus, the chat is already spoiling everything. So let's go ahead and talk. Have you shown the still images, Jay?
I showed the Christopher Reeves.
Okay. So that's the
There's one of
worst
them.
thing.
I didn't show the video, and I didn't keep it up long. I was just kind of like, look at this nonsense.
I'm not going to show anything because they'll probably strike it on that. But yes, Christopher Reeve is in this movie.
And who is that? And that's Supergirl that's standing next to him.
Yeah.
Yes. I am astonished. I am astonished that they put Christopher Reeve, the single greatest Superman, the most iconic casting in the history of superhero movies, and they've brought him into this. I can't believe it. It is unreal. And I don't know the full context of what they're I mean, I know this is all Flashpoint and you got time. I understand all that. I'm talking about specific to that. We knew Nick Cage was in it. We knew that was a thing because they announced it.
I have to say, I really do like the Nick Cage. And not because it's like freaking cool. It's just like, if you know like the lore behind it and all that stuff, it's just kind of like, wow, well, there it is. You know?
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Nick Cage. I'm okay with a lot of the stuff they're doing. I am not okay with
Nick Cage is also not rest in peace, you know?
Yes,
so
I am
like,
not okay.
Crap.
I am not okay with Christopher Reeve being in this movie in any way, shape, or form. They to me, DC has destroyed Superman for years. They have disrespected Superman for years, and now you're bringing the most definitive casting we've ever had in the history of superhero movies, the standard for everything that we have ever seen, and it just infuriates me. Maybe I didn't know this. I guess this has been pretty widespread knowledge. I didn't know. I don't know if I've been actively I guess like I was wondering if Christian Bale was going to be in the movie. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Christian Bale was going to be in the movie. So I know it's not. You know what I mean? And so that's what I was. So that's why I guess I was wondering. I'm like, do I want to know everything? Because if Bale shows up, I mean, I'm a huge Bale fan, and you know that would be kind of cool to see his Batman, even in a cameo. So I guess I was avoiding some of the specifics. So I didn't know this, and then I'm just scrolling through Twitter and I see this video, and I'm like, there's no way this is real. There's no way this is real. Please be deep fake. Please be a deep fake. It's not a deep fake. It's real. So I think this movie is in serious trouble.
The only one I haven't seen is the Adam West. For some reason, that hasn't been leaked yet. So I don't know how. I'm sure they're just going to do it exactly like they did the other ones, where Flash is running through time, and I mean, if that's how they're going to justify this horrific CGI, is that it's just blurry and he's just running through time, you know, so like the images doesn't have to look crisp. But I mean that. It's just funny to me where they're just like, you know, James Gunn is going to blow up the DCU, so let's just throw everything we can into this film to see if people will come and watch it. So
it's just God, man. Now, from what we've heard, and we'll drop the spoilers now. At least we've talked about that a little bit, and we can let people come back in here. And so we'll drop the spoiler talk. I just want to say, and yes, I understand before I drop spoiler talk, like, yeah, technically it is a deep fake. I'm just saying, I thought it was a fan-made deep fake. I'm just like, there's no way the studio put this in the movie, and they did. And
it looks so stupid.
But
like I'm laughing, but I'm crying inside because I felt the same way when the first still image was going on. I was like, there's no freaking way. Like, why would they do that to Christopher like that? And it's like, and then all of a sudden you like TikTok had all the sport, like they had all, and then someone finally put a compilation of like all the, you know, way back when, except the only one that I haven't seen is Adam West. So people are saying that he's in the film, but I have yet to. That's the only one I haven't seen. So, and then like the worst is, I guess that we're talking spoilers. The end, they didn't show the ending to the people that got to see the film early, like Chris Gore and others that came, Frank Gore, that came to that were able to see the film early and do an early review. They cut out like the last 10 minutes, and all they saw was somebody coming out of the car, and that's when everybody was saying, "Oh, it could be Christian Bale as Batman. It could be anything. It could be anything." And it's George Clooney. I was like, "What the heck, man?" So,
I don't hate the George Clooney thing as much as
it's just kind of funny.
I know
he was.
Yeah, it's a meme. It's almost a meme at this point.
George Clooney the worst Batman out of all the films?
Are you asking?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm asking you.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I hate Ben Affleck's Batman.
Oh my God, Ben Affleck is
he's
perfect.
worse than Ben. I mean,
I know.
he's not worse than Ben Affleck.
I guess time moved me on from Batman and Robin so much that I can laugh at its absurdity. I still find Batman and Superman just offensively bad. I find Batman to be that retarded in a movie and to taking it serious tone. Like Batman and Robin is it doesn't take itself seriously. Batman and Superman does take itself seriously, and Batman is retarded in Batman versus Superman. He's retarded. He spends 90% of the movie on one mission to only abandon all of it because of a name. Because of
his
a name.
Dead mother's name.
Yeah. Yeah, so
and his dead mother happens to have the same name as Superman's mom.
A universe where his dead mom's
I like Ben
name
Affleck.
triggered him to the point where he abandoned everything. In this same universe, Superman thought it was okay to stand there and watch his dad die.
You know, the world wasn't ready.
These people are
The world wasn't ready for Superman.
These people are retarded. Like, how can you watch your father die and that's no big deal? But someone saying your mom's name, someone saying your mom's name makes you abandon everything that you have been doing in the movie.
We've heard this argument a million times on this channel. Where does Adam West sit on your Batman?
Adam
timeline?
West is a
low? Dude, it's
not even Batman to me. Like, to me, that's just
listen, you don't understand. Like, that show was like revolutionary for the time. For the time that it came out, it was like a revolution. It was so different. So then Saturday morning cartoons. I don't know if it'd be low.
No, I love Adam West's Batman. George Clooney is definitely the worst. It's just that in the context of it, I think Ben Affleck's Batman is just. I don't think it's Ben Affleck that's bad. I think the characterization of him and the writing and the movies are bad. They're terrible. They're fucking terrible. But I like the self-awareness of the Batman and Robin stuff. I mean, a bat fucking credit card. Come on. Nobody's taking this shit seriously. You know what I mean?
The ice skates. The bat ice skates.
So nobody's taking that seriously. But anyway, back to and I think Adam West is just Adam West is
it was a Saturday morning cartoon style show. So
it's iconic. Bat shark repellent. Come on, man.
Yeah. He's running around with a giant bomb.
Yeah.
Listen, they knew it was silly. They added it in the show. It was a good introduction for young kids to see who Batman and Robin were, and the villains were amazing. Yeah. Who played the Penguin? He was Rocky's trainer. What was his name?
Burgess Meredith.
Burgess Meredith was an awesome Penguin, dude. He was good. Freaking awesome.
He was also Globulus' voice in G.I. Joe the movie. And
was he really?
Fuck yeah, he was. Yes, and he was so good. He was so good in G.I. Joe the movie. I got the hiccups. But okay, no more Flash spoilers. We've done this long enough, so appreciate you guys being patient through that. No more Flash spoilers, but we will talk about the Flash and the box office. So with all of that said, with all of the nonsense surrounding the Flash, we have a ton of cameos. We have a ton of things going on with Ezra Miller and him being literally a criminal that they can't really have him market the film, even though they had him show up to the premiere. Now you have these reports that they're trying to hype it up with the worldwide opening because they can't talk about the domestic opening because the domestic opening sounds really bad. So after a year plus of tabloid headlines about its star, Ezra Miller, Warner Brothers DC's COVID-delayed $200 million Justice League standalone superhero movie, The Flash, finally arrives in theaters. The overseas opening books better than domestic. 155 to 165 million to 70 million plus in the US, Canada. So 70 million plus domestic is not a good number for a film
No.
with $200 million budget and all of the stuff surrounding this movie. And I gotta be honest, I believe it's far more than a $200 million budget based on reshoots, based on delays, based on everything going on with this. Despite a very good response out of the CinemaCon and DC, despite a very good response out of CinemaCon and DC co-boss James Gunn exclaiming that the pick is probably one of the greatest superhero films ever made, along with reports of how the movie is already ready to reset the DC verse, The Flash has been sitting around 70 million to 75 million on tracking for quite some time. That's a glass half full that's a glass half full type of start stateside, especially in a marketplace that has been hot and actually plans to remain hot. So I think they're in trouble. James Gunn, if James Gunn is saying that this is one of the greatest superhero films ever made, what I think that means is that this is the window to try to reset the universe. Agreed. So that it can give him the clean slate that he needs. I will say from that perspective, to erase Zack Snyder's dog shit universe, that's almost like the best thing you can tell me. But the Christopher Reeve element, God, you know what I mean? So, anyway.
Also, I kind of wish I'd watched the movie with you just to see your reaction live if you didn't know that was coming.
Yeah, so it's just ridiculous.
You can hear Jeremy screaming and throwing his slushy at the
Yeah.
right
so,
at the screen.
I think everything that James Gunn says at this point, if it's regarding the old DCEU, you have to take with a grain of salt, because he's been on record at saying, oh, yeah, Ezra Miller, he might be coming back as the Flash. And just the other day, he said that Blue Beetle is going to be the first movie for the DCU. And it's like, okay, so like with James Gunn, man, I think he's a fucking weirdo. Does he know a lot about comics? Does he maybe respect these characters a lot? Yeah, sure. But as far as his DCU goes, you can take that for a certain fact because he's obviously in control of it all. But when it goes back to this old DCEU, you can't really believe everything he says. He's gonna try to hype it up just for the money, just so that Warner Brothers doesn't lose money on these picks, and then eventually for the next couple of years, once Aquaman comes out and Blue Beetle comes out, and those are over with, then you're gonna get more clarity. But right now, I think he's kind of full of shit with some of this old DCEU stuff.
I almost think he has to talk this way because he's been given the universe. He's not going to come out and be like, well, mine's going to be so much better when it's all said and done. So maybe he's hoping that these things make as much money as they can so that they could use it over in his new. They're like, all right, we made all this money. Here you go, James. But it's not tracking well. If it was like a 250 million budget, I think I heard Ryan saying that this thing might have to get to 700 million just to break even. Or maybe it was six to 700 million to break even. And if it's only tracking that for this opening over the summer box office, pretty bad.
This is a big problem for them. And from what I understand, from what a lot of people are saying that have seen it already, the CG is horrendous in this movie. It's atrocious. And most people, I know the shills kind of were coming out of the gate saying it like they were overhyping it and everything. It seems like the movie itself is fine. It doesn't seem like the movie itself is awful from what I hear, but I hear that the CG is terrible. If you look at the Rotten Tomatoes score, right now is pretty high from the fans. So right here, Rotten Tomatoes. Now I only got 50 verified. Let me refresh this, see if that's going up any. So yeah, you've only got 50 verified reviews right now. And obviously the critics, who gives a shit what the critics have to say. But 95% in the audience right now, not that many reviews in. And so I guess it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. But I do think that it does give James Gunn the clean slate that he needs. And I think that's probably the best move for him. I think DC is screwed up so many times. And here we have more of a disaster moving forward. So I'm not looking too forward to the Flash movie. But at the same time, I'm interested to see how this all comes together with all these crazy cameos. So
You know
James
what's
Gunn's got a big uphill battle ahead for him.
No, and I think the James Gunn announcement hurt a lot of these films.
100%.
Just because people are like, what's the point in spending money? It's not cheap to go to the movies, let's be honest. So if you want people to spend their hard-earned money, especially in the Biden America, it's got to be good. Like the movies have got to be good. Like Shazam 2, it just fell off the cliff, and this one's not tracking to do well either. It's going to be a really wild time for cinema, especially because they just announced Disney. I know Disney announced a lot of films being pushed back, and like they're going to give it another year. So it's like 2024. We literally have Deadpool. That movie can make $1 billion because that could be the only film out in 2024 just because there's no movies out because the writer's strike and all this stuff is happening. So it's going to be weird to see like what is going to happen. And then of course the James Gunn universe will be upon us. So
yeah,
we'll see. Yeah, Louis D says can't wait for Avatar 5 in 2053.
Jeremy, how can you be excited for Gunn's DC universe if his Batman is an older version and supposedly his Superman can be old and a young version? You guys didn't like Snyder's take on the Superman and Batman. Well, don't they know you guys to it? I mean, there's people in Geeks Gamers that love Snyder's fucking movies. I've always hated him. So and I don't hate
Snyder's film. I didn't. I like the Snyder cut.
I enjoyed.
There's a lot too much slow motion for me personally.
Yeah, and my problem with Snyder's movies isn't that there's an older Batman. There's The Dark Knight Returns is an older Batman. It's a great story,
and that's one of the best Batman adaptations ever.
It's about how retarded Batman and Superman are in the movies and how dark it is and how Superman let his fucking dad die. That's what my problem is. Why did he let his dad die?
The world.
I will never get over that shit. All right. It's literally like, okay, that's like saying, oh yeah, well, Superman slept with a man, but it's not a big deal. It doesn't hurt his character. It literally ruins his fucking character if you fundamentally change who he is. He watched Jonathan Kent die. That fundamentally ruins his character. That is not Superman.
This, though, I know, we know, Jeremy. But the
fuck.
It would have been cool to see a really well Superman film with Henry Cavill. So
yes,
that would have been.
I agree.
They could have made all their money for their universe with a movie like that. So
yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's plenty of, and see, that's the thing that's wild to me is like there are great stories there that you don't have to like reinvent the wheel. They're there. Just grab them and go, this looks good. Let's do it. Don't grab them and go, let's change all this here in the middle. Let's add this over here, but then call it the same thing, Heir to the Empire. It's like, why do that?
And that's what we've been preaching for years, man. We've been saying you have all the source material. You have the comic books. You have the actual novels, the graphic novels. And just put that on the big screen. But these people who, didn't have any creative input on making the actual story, once they get the story in their hand and they're in control of it for a film, they want to put their bullshit in it. They want to put their ideas in it. They want to make it about them. And then we get this kind of bullshit with some of the more recent comic book movies.
Yep.
That have been terrible.
I just don't get it. It's just, you don't even need to hire writers, man. You just go, I'm at Barnes & Nobles, and this Superman book that everybody loves is perfect. We're just going to use that. That's all you have to do. It doesn't make sense.
Take the pages and put it on the big screen.
That's it.
For everybody thinking I'm a Snyder
hater. Not have Jonathan
hater.
Kent.
Yeah, exactly. For everybody thinking I'm a Snyder hater, I'm a Snyder DCEU hater. I absolutely love his Watchmen. Watchmen is a phenomenal film.
Watchmen's good.
Watchmen's good.
Watchmen is phenomenal. Dawn of the Dead is excellent. And I was looking forward to his Netflix zombie movie, even though that didn't really turn out too good.
He's got his Star Wars film coming out.
Rebel Moon.
I know we're not allowed to say his name on Geeks and Gamers, but I'm just kidding. Rebel Moon. Rebel Moon was supposed to be. Rebel Moon was
whose name are we not
Zack
allowed?
Snyder.
We've literally been
saying it for the past like 20 minutes.
It was a joke. Holy crap! It was a bad joke at that. But
it was a terrible joke.
But you guys are laughing. See, it worked. The Rebel Moon is going to be an interesting one because that was his Star Wars movie that he went to Lucasfilm, is his rated R Star Wars movie that they rejected, saying it was, according to him, it was a little too violent for Star Wars. So you're kind of like wondering if he's going to add stuff like lightsabers. You could already see some of the pictures where it's like, if you look at it through a Star Wars lens, it's like, okay, that's definitely the Empire. That's the Rebels. That's this. So,
Yeah, I mean, can I say, like, I mean, I'm honestly pretty interested in his Rebel Moon. I'm interested to see it. I'm interested to see his take on it because he always has, regardless of whether you love him or hate him, he has unique takes. He has his own style. You know, he has his own vision, and I know that's why it works for so many people. And he has such a hardcore fan base that likes his style. And so I'm especially considering how bad Disney Star Wars is right now. I'm interested to see his take on it. I don't have a lot of faith that it'll be good, but I do at least I'm at least interested to see what they're going to do with it.
They put a lot of money into this film. I think it's supposed to, if it does well, it's supposed to get a trilogy. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. So
I also think Star Wars being where it's at right now is why a movie like Dune did so well. Yeah, I know Dune has a huge cult following and they have for a long time, but when the new one came out, a lot of normies really enjoyed that movie as well, and they were saying that it's the Star Wars movie that we never got under Disney Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, I would say from a reception standpoint, it did really well. It didn't commercially do exceptional. It did fine. It made enough to get a sequel, but it was pretty borderline. But the people did love it. I loved it. I thought, and I agree with your point. When I saw Dune, I mean, I don't know much about Dune, and so I didn't really know what I was walking into. But when I saw it, it gave me that same feel. I'm like, the uniqueness of this environment in this world kind of gives me what Star Wars used to give me, to your point. So yeah, it makes sense right there. We got a 50 from Linko Kenobi. What's up, guys? I just finished watching Transformers. Is this the Rise of the Beast? So yeah, Rise of the Beast. And to be honest, it was good, but I'm a little concerned about a certain crossover. If you haven't seen it, I think you can guess what I'm talking about. Anyways, looking forward to X Defiant MAGA 2024. Yes, I won't. I think anybody that's been paying attention to stuff knows what the crossover is. I personally, I think I'm going to go see the Transformers movie this weekend. Now, I already know the crossover. I already know what happens in the end. We've been speculating on this for a while. I've seen the clip, so I understand what they're doing. So I've seen people say, well, Jeremy, just watch the clip. You don't need to go see the movie. I want to see the movie because I want to get a feel for the vibe of what they're doing in this universe right now, considering what they're about to bring into the fold. I personally am not that excited for the announcement, but as a fan of this entire franchise growing up with crossover and everything, I'm at least curious to see where they're going to go with it. And
I have that comic book. If they follow a comic, I think that was a Graham Nolan. I think I brought that up on Tuesday night's main event, the crossover with Transformers. Mm-hmm. So that was his first comic book. That I don't know if they'll follow the comic book, but
yeah, it's I just I'm not overly.
G.I. Joe blew up Bumblebee in that comic book. It was pretty cool.
So we'll see. And we got
not saying anything, but just saying the comic book.
20 from Disco Cobra. Even though it's been a while since I've seen the 90s Batman movies, I distinctly remember Michael Keaton being one of the best. Then Christian Bale Batman was darker in tone. Batman seemed okay. Robert was decent though. I love Michael Keaton's Batman. I think he's amazing. He's iconic, and Batman 89 has held up over time. I mean, time has been really good to that movie for me. I don't know if that's how other people feel, but Batman 89, time has been exceptional to that movie for me. And a lot of it is Tim Burton's Gotham. Tim Burton's Gotham is its own character in the movie, which I think Gotham should always feel like its own character. Gotham is a unique place that has a unique style and a unique sense, and Gotham has its own personality in the Burton universe. Whereas that's where I feel like the Nolan trilogy kind of fell off a bit in that perspective.
Hyper-realistic city.
Well, like Batman Begins had a unique Gotham, and it felt cool. And I thought Dark Knight kind of, because that was kind of a point in time where Batman was, kind of in his prime or whatever, and he was doing, good things in Gotham. Gotham kind of leveled up a little bit, and it still had a really good feel. But then the decision to move Gotham in Dark Knight Rises, I think completely destroyed the feel and vibe for everything. It just, I hated it. I hated the move.
Well, the best part about Batman Begins was the end and the Arkham sequence. That Arkham Island that they were at for the whole like Scarecrow gas sequence at the very end of the movie. That was awesome. Like that felt Tim Burton, like you were saying. That felt like Tim Burton-esque. And then in Dark Knight Rises, it kind of just lost that magic.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%. So, what did you think of on the Burton movies, Jay?
First two, I thought were excellent. So
those are the only ones he did.
Those are only two. Jay.
Oh, he didn't do the third or fourth one. He didn't do Freeze.
Schumacher.
Nope.
Schumacher.
Shows. Yeah. There you go.
See you
Don't
later.
ask me.
See you later.
And that's another thing I think that Matt Reeves also did well with the Batman. Say what you want about the Batman, Jeremy. I know you're not a big fan of it either, but I think Matt Reeves also captured, while being a realistic Gotham and believable, it still did kind of have that Tim Burton dark, quirky-esque kind of feel as far as the city goes. And I really like that, how Matt Reeves was able to do that.
Yeah. Let's see. Ben Affleck is the greatest Batman we have seen to date.
Agreed.
I disagree, but I respect your opinion.
I agree.
So,
thank you.
I give it a 10.
Yeah, I mean, I
said thank you for the 10.
Thank you for a 10. I actually prefer Robert Pattinson over Affleck, Batman size or Batman wise, but I think Batman. I'm a huge fan of Ben Affleck as an actor. That's what's crazy. I love Ben Affleck as an actor and a director. I'm a huge fan of Ben Affleck.
Yep.
So, does anybody remember the Batman Superman movie, World's Finest? It was much better than Batman Superman collab than, or it was a much better Batman Superman collab than BVS, and had the villain pairing of Lex Luthor and Joker. How do you beat that? That was a really good one. Really good one. And I don't know if it was like, it's hard to compare animation and live action or comic, because there's different things you have to do in live action. I totally understand that, but it is what it is. Okay, the next thing we got to talk about is Call of Duty. It's just getting fun at this point in time. The whole Call of Duty thing is getting wild. Yesterday, I made a video talking about Call of Duty and a deleted tweet. And what led to that was that I posted a screenshot of them on a reply that I had, and they had deleted the tweet. And this created a lot of discussion. I had people hitting me up. I had people speculating, what did they delete? Did they say something? Did they call? I was like, I didn't mean to like start a firestorm here, guys. Like, I'm pretty sure they were just like, it was a misspelling or something. But here's what I posted initially. I posted this. It's got 6,000 likes. All right. So this created a lot of I just posted a screenshot of this, and I was like, at Call of Duty, leave children alone. And people are like, oh, what did they delete? I was like, I think it was like, I've been commenting on every single post. So I think that it was just like an advertisement for the new season. But I was like, maybe they just scheduled it wrong. Maybe they had a typo. I don't know. Then yesterday, they deleted more tweets. I'm like,
that's wild.
Okay, maybe there is something more to this. Here's Ryan. It says, leave children alone and stop deleting tweets when you get ratioed. This is another tweet that they deleted that Ryan and many others had commented on. I don't think I commented on this one. I can't remember. But this is like at least 2. We're hearing maybe up to 4 or 5 total deleted tweets from Call of Duty on their Twitter account. And it's weird. It really is strange. So if you go to any of their Twitter account, if you go to their Twitter right now, they're just getting crushed. They're getting crushed on every post. So what's the most recent post? So that was a retweet. So this recent post an hour ago has 730 likes. Okay. There's somebody's got me blocked.
Yeah.
There's me, there's Jay, there's Nerdrotic. We all are gonna ratio this tweet before it's all said and done. That's got 731 likes. All of us are heading towards ratioing that. So it's gonna happen. And this is just every post they're making is getting crushed. Every single one. Here's one from 17 hours ago, 1,700 likes. Ryan already ratioed him right there. Flash is about to. Oh my God, I crushed them. 2,800 likes right there. So there's it's so bad. The thing is it seems like outside of them deleting tweets, it seems like they're not paying attention to any of this. But the deleting tweet things is very strange and very weird, and I don't understand it. Now, I've seen some people in the Call of Duty community being like, this is having no impact. I can't believe this. I can't believe that this is having no impact. I don't know if we can tell that it's having impact or not. Right now, Diablo 4 is skyrocketing their stock prices right now because that was something that was on pre-order. These are things, and again, I'm not saying people would have not bought Diablo 4 prior to if this would have broke, but I'm just saying it's hard to tell if any impact is happening, if anything's having an impact at this point in time. But I think that we have to continue to keep our voices out there and keep fighting the good fight. What say you, Jay?
So I totally agree. I guess we won't really understand until, numbers come out. I think they have a release. Do they have like a new release coming out, Call of Duty, in just a few days? Like
Yeah,
a
this is
new,
Warzone. So Warzone
right.
update.
Yeah.
So I guess that will be the big one. But you know what else too is I don't think Nick Merckx hasn't streamed
He has not
since this.
streamed.
And so you're kind of wondering, is he gonna go play Call of Duty again?
No.
Is he? I
Mhm.
mean, because he played that day that they, that's where he made his statement. He did play that day on Twitch.
He's been playing a lot more recently because of he had his skin. He's promoting that operator skin, but Nick mostly streams Apex Legends.
So, but that'll be. Well, I guess we'll see. But he hasn't been on in like 7. Like since this happened, he hasn't streamed or anything. So it's going to be interesting to see if like some of the larger streamers that stood with Nick are going to go back and play the new update or anything like that. If they're going to be like, hey, look, we said our piece, but our fans want, like who knows what they might say. So
it's a tough position for them to be in because look, especially with the new season coming out and everything like that, it's going to be a tough position for them to be in. I mean, me personally, I really do want to play, but I'm not. I'm absolutely not playing. I can't. I just can't find it in good faith to do it because this is a bigger problem than just Call of Duty. This is a message that needs to be sent everywhere. I don't know if you guys saw this, but like Elon Musk absolutely annihilated the White House yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Over this same exact topic right here. So right here it says the LGBTQI. There's an I now. There's an IA, isn't there? Plus community. The Biden Harris administration has your back, and it's talking about the children. Elon Musk says you are the government. They are not your kids.
Well, did you see the statement that says you are our children?
Yeah.
That's what the government was saying. It's like we have your back. You are our children too, or something like that. But oh yeah, there it is. These are our kids. So Elon Musk is like, no, you're the government. These are not your kids.
Yep. And I mean,
that is massive.
Crushed them. And this is a message that is something that we cannot allow the continuation of, hijacking children. And like the other day I was reacting to the Trump indictment over on my D-Day Cobra channel. And there was this kid that they were interviewing. He was 11 years old. He's one of the sharpest kids I've ever seen. All right. He pro-Trump, Republican, all that. And it kind of broke my heart because I'm like, this kid should not be this advanced in the political arena. This kid should be playing video games. This kid should be a kid. You know what I mean? Like the kid was sharp. I mean, it was mind-blowing how smart he was and how articulate he was and how well-spoken he was and how polished he was. And I'm like, God, man, what happened to just being a kid? You know what I mean? Like it truly was insane. And it's depressing. It's depressing. Kids need to be kids, no matter what side of the political aisle you lay on. And I think that's a message that everybody can get behind.
Going back to Call of Duty, I think we're not really going to know. It's not going to be a Warzone update where we're going to get a clear answer if, people are actually boycotting it or if the boycott is real. It's going to be when the new game drops this fall, when Modern Warfare 3 drops, because Modern Warfare 2 2022 made $1 billion in 10 days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've seen with, the apparent boycott that we were going to do for Rise of Skywalker, and that movie still made $1 billion. So we're going to have to see if people are going to actually speak with their money when the next Call of Duty comes out. And that's going to kind of be the only indication. And maybe X-Defiant, if X-Defiant does, come out on top and is actually really intriguing and engaging, then that could take away the player base from Call of Duty, because Call of Duty players have been looking for the next, best shooter to overtake Call of Duty. But until people stop buying the thing, they're going to keep up with the bullshit.
That is true. That is true. And I mean, X-Defiant, I'm excited to see what they're going to do with this game. I don't know if it's the Call of Duty killer everybody is kind of hyping it up to be, because I mean, again, as you said, Beardo, that's a cursed statement.
Yep.
So I don't know. But X-Defiant open beta is a week from today, so we're gonna be playing it here as long as we can get into the beta. You gonna play with us, Jay?
Probably not. I'll stick with Fortnite. That's all I have to say.
Why not, Jay? Chat, do you want Jay to play X-Defiant with us? Just the
Terrible at those games. Listen,
2,800 people.
I am
2,800
loving Sea of
people.
Thieves. Because I didn't want to take viewership from you guys, I almost went live playing solo Sea of Thieves for like a few hours while y'all were playing Fortnite.
Play it.
No, you get mad. Like when I stream over, Jeremy gets mad and texts me, stop
That
it.
is so not true.
So even though he streams over me all the time.
I went back last night and Jay was like whining because I went live and he's like, "Oh, Jeremy's live. Oh, Real BBC's live. Yeah, you guys go. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay."
Oh, I wasn't whining at all. Everyone in my chat was like, "Sorry, Jay, I gotta go. Jeremy's live with Trump stuff." I'm like, "Go ahead, man. Go ahead." So it's like it doesn't bother us over here.
It literally happens at every stream.
Yeah, I know it's a stupid.
And Jay's the only one that highlights it. Like
I don't highlight it. People in my chat, they're just like, "I'm out."
I'm telling you, every time I'm live and like Mahler goes live or Gary, there's people in the comments like, "Oh, Gary's live. I'm out." I don't like announce it to the stream. I'm like, "All right, thanks. We don't have to announce it." So.
It's all good, man.
But
it doesn't bother me.
Dan Vask says he loves to stream over Jay. In the chat. Hey, speaking of Dan Vask, Beardo.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's remember, keep this in mind. Dan Vask has a gaming channel we're trying to get monetized. Subscribe to Super Vask 3D on YouTube. He's going to be streaming video games on there regularly instead of Twitch.
Dan Vask is such a big deal that he doesn't even have to worry about the competition with Gary. He started a whole new channel to focus on.
Like, he needs our help.
Yeah,
like, that's the funny thing. How the heck does he need our help to get him monetized?
Brazilian privilege right there. Brazilian privilege. Hey, Jay, you had some theme park stuff to tell us about, and I'm interested. So pull that list up that you were talking about with theme parks. So again, as you guys know, Walt Disney World and Disneyland have by far been the most visited theme parks in the country. Walt Disney World is the most visited place in the world. And these numbers have been strong for a long, long time. And as I've said, in terms of sheer numbers, don't ever expect Universal to actually compete with Walt Disney World just in direct numbers, but in market share, we've seen Universal kind of chipping away at that market share for years and years and years. That has been happening. That's a real thing. And that's with Harry Potter World. It's with a lot of the stuff they've been doing at Universal the right way, the rumored, or not rumored, but the Super Nintendo World, the Epic Universe, all of that is being developed right now. Universal seems to be doing things the right way. They're not putting political propaganda in their parks. And that has really kind of opened a lot of people's eyes up to what Disney's doing versus Universal, not ruining the family experience so much. And so a lot of different numbers have been kind of showing up, and Jay has some interesting stuff to talk about. So Jay,
these were just released, and there you go. I'll zoom in. Now, I want to make one thing clear, that when these reports come out, they always seem to be a little Disney friendly. And I want y'all to see this over here, right here. This is the 2019 rank. I have no idea why they do this other than to shill for Disney. I don't know why they put the 2019 rank here, which has all the Disney parks ahead of Universal. Doesn't make sense to me unless I'm totally missing something. You have to go over here to the 2000 ranking, and you can clearly see that again, in history, this is like the first time in its history, Universal's Islands of Adventure had more visitors than all the Disney theme parks. You can see it's like 11,000 here. But they got Animal Kingdom up here at 9,000, Epcot at 10, Hollywood Studios at 10, and Universal Islands of Adventure and Universal Florida Studios beat them all. Magic Kingdom is going to be a tough one, and the Disneyland Park over in California. Those have always been ranked number 1 and 2 in America, and it's like it's hard, but it looks like they're chipping away. I mean, 11,000 to 16,000 to getting close to Disneyland Park. It just shows that people are deciding to choose other parks. And honorable mention for Universal Studios Hollywood. That small little park pulled in like a big number here, 8,000. Like it's usually not even on that list.
That's Super Nintendo World.
Yeah, exactly. That's for Super Nintendo World. So if we take this, I mean, look, you can see like 12. Well, this is probably pandemic numbers, 5,000. But the Super Nintendo World gave it a massive boost. So when that thing opens here at Universal, I don't know if they're going to label it a separate park. They probably will. Probably say Epic Universe, just to add that thing could be colossally huge. That could be the Castle Destroyer right there. So
yeah, and
but again, like I don't get like why they do this. Just to show, like, hey, when you look at this, you're like, oh, well, if you look at it really quick, you're like, well, Disney's doing better.
But they're not.
But they're not. They're not. They're actually losing the battle to Universal, which is quite interesting because if you do go to the Islands of Adventure, Universal, they're slightly smaller parks, but they have Harry Potter and they've got Super Nintendo coming, and they're not out there like making political statements. So it just shows that people are picking that over, especially here in Orlando. And again, like the Universal Studios Hollywood, like climbing up in ranks here is that's kind of wild. So,
well, yeah. If you look at 2019 for Disney, go with 2019 for the Magic Kingdom, 20,000, right at 21, and now they're back in 2022 where everything's back running smoothly. They're several thousand off of that number. Whereas Universal, if you go back to their 2019 numbers at Islands of Adventure, you've got a 10.3, and now they're up.
Yeah,
that speaks volumes right there. That speaks volumes.
Yeah.
And again, this is a problem for Disney because Disney was doubling Universal in 2019. Now they're only about 6,000 ahead now. That's what I'm talking about, the market share type of stuff, man. And yeah, the way they have this positioned is so strange with the 2019.
It just I don't get it, but like it just shows like who they're shilling for. So
yeah, and again, if Disney continues to push a lot of this left-wing ideology and its identity politics within their company and their parks, this is what the families are going to continue to see this. I'm not telling you that like Universal is like the based, theme park. It's not like they're like pro MAGA. And I never want that to be happening. No. But they're just not pushing a lot of the nonsense is all. They're not taking a stand.
The truth is, like, if you look at this for as an Orlando eye as well, it's just Magic Kingdom, then it's all Universal.
Yep.
And then it's the rest of the Disney parks, then SeaWorld. But like, just for instance, listen, every park sells Pride merchandise. So It doesn't matter where you go, they sell Pride merchandise. But instead of decorating, what Universal did in the month of June, instead of decorating stuff in like Pride stuff, they decided that they were going to go Jurassic Park because of the 40th. I think it was the 40th anniversary of Jurassic Park. So if you go into City Walk, they have like the old Jurassic Park Jeeps and stuff set up with a character that looks like John Hammond that you can take pictures with. So, and they also opened up a giant store, which has all the old classic Jurassic Park stuff. So
that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so
that's what I'm saying. Like they're staying with the program. If you want to buy Pride stuff at Universal, they have a little section over there in the corner, just like every other theme park does. So a 30th. Sorry guys. And yeah, my bad. But yeah, it's up there.
Yeah, I mean, to me, this is good news. This is positive news to show that Disney, while seemingly invincible in the theme park world, they're starting to show some real cracks. There's some real cracks in that armor, and they really are they're at a crossroads right now. They have to make a decision. Are you going to continue to push this nonsense? Because if you are, all you have is loss after loss after loss on the movie side. You have Strange World, which lost money. You know, you have Lightyear that lost money. What's this new movie, Elemental? Is coming out.
Yeah,
That's
that looks like a massive disaster.
That's gonna lose money.
The crazy thing is too, at least for comparison, you have to understand that the marketing budget for Disney theme parks is like 10 times greater than the Universal one. It is massive, even like to the part where you go into the airport and like just see all the stuff that they have for you. So the fact that Universal is gaining just by putting out, you know, easier, like the not charging as much, things like that, it's huge. It's very telling. So
it is. I do want to give a programming note tonight. We're playing Battlefront 2.
Let's go.
Battlefront 2, the newer Battlefront 2. Don't get too excited. It's not OG, but we're going to play that. That has been heavily requested since we played it the first few times. So that'll be happening tonight on this channel. So be on the lookout for that a little bit later tonight. Looking forward to that. Battlefront 2 is awesome. The sad thing about Battlefront 2 is it's not cross-platform. Jay, are you going to be there?
I will be there a little late, but I do plan on coming. I have another stream I have to be on, and I should be there about 40 minutes.
Okay. Around what time? Or around 8 Eastern. I think we're going to start a little early. Yeah, a little earlier. I think we're going to try. Because I need to get.
If you go early, I don't think I can make it.
Because we usually do 10.
Yeah. Well, I was wanting because I needed to Cobra Cast earlier. So, but
yeah, you usually do it at 10.
Yeah.
About 9.
I can do 9. 9 Eastern.
9 Eastern.
Jay, 9 Eastern. I'll send you a super chat.
My stream is from 8:30 to 10.
I'll send you a super chat.
Yeah, it's not my. I'm a guest.
So, all right, I'll send you a super chat.
Yeah,
I'll send you a super thanks. So, so yeah, so we'll do 9. We'll do 9 Eastern. We'll do 9 Eastern, and then because I got to do Cobra Cast tonight. So
yeah.
Yeah, and then so anyway, I just want to let everybody know about that, and then also you can go to Meta PCs. You can go over there and check out their site. We have a landing page over there, and if you are interested in a computer or getting anything from their store, if you use the promo code 199, that will help us out a lot, and we would appreciate that. Beardo, read some super chats.
Yeah, let's get to them. So, ladies and gentlemen, buckle your seatbelts. Here we go. A feline named Vajayjay for 2 months. Beardo, have you? Oh, we already read that one. MJ, member for 2 months. My uncle Jack read the book of Job and talked about orangutans and Gentiles. Love you, brother Beardo. How'd I do?
Good recovery.
Thank you. Sup, man, for $5. Rest in peace, comic book legend artist John Romita Sr.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, that's rough.
Butter biscuit for $2. Jay, that was great how you ended that argument.
Thank you. I don't know which one.
Yeah, I don't know. Was that when you said we can't mention his name?
Oh, maybe.
Blackmidge?
Here we go.
Blackmidge for 2 months membership. Also, who calls their mom by their name? I mean, if he said, save my mom, Martha, that'll be better. Save Martha isn't really helpful.
Yep. I agree completely.
Fictitious for $5. Those that are moaning and crying about the Reeves cameo in The Flash would be the same people moaning and crying if Reeves wasn't in The Flash.
Yeah,
maybe.
I wouldn't be looking for it. I mean, I guess you'd have to see the movie in context to see how it would work.
Yeah. Flag Ninja member for 12 months. Adam West is considered a good Batman by people who never watched him.
I love the show. I freaking love the show.
I love Adam West Batman.
It was like a comic book. It was like pow, and like the whole thing came
Well,
on.
dude, back old people like me and Jay, we appreciate that type of stuff, man. It was that was memorable stuff back in the day, man. You know what I mean? And it was
a
such
groundbreaking
simpler
show for
Yeah,
what it was.
a simpler time.
You didn't like the Batmobile, Adam West Batmobile either?
I love it.
No, I actually do like his Batmobile. I like the
okay.
red. I like the red stripe with the red.
I thought that was kind of cool.
The convertible.
Yeah.
I like it. What's your first thought for $5.50? Says, speaking about Superman, did you read the Bounding into Comics interview with James Gunn about Superman? It's not good.
I have not.
As I've said, I mean, I like James Gunn. I love his Guardians of the Galaxy universe. I'm not overly looking forward to his take on Superman. I'm not saying it's going to be the worst thing ever. I just don't have a lot of enthusiasm for it at this particular point in time.
Yeah, I think moving away from Cavill as Superman, and he's just the perfect. I can't see anybody doing it better than him. He just looks the part and sounds the part. So it's going to be weird seeing a Superman that's not Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Cavill's the perfect Superman for now, and not having him when he's not having him when he's there available to do it is just crazy. So
yep. That's like almost having Luke Skywalker come into your Star Wars movies and just absolutely wrecking them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Make him drink booby milk.
Mm-hmm.
Hate Me Toast for a $1.99. I Want It All bundle is back on Rippaverse. Thank you.
I'm trying to log in. I can't get in.
It's down again. It's down again.
I'm trying to get in. Every time they put it up, it goes down. I can't forget it. I can't get it. God does not want me to have that $600 bundle.
You'll get it. Hank V, a member for 2 months. Beardo, Adam West is Batman. Just listen to the theme song.
It's a pretty great theme song.
Yeah.
No. That's a good one. Louis D, a member for 1 month. The only things I look forward to now is that you and the rest of Friday Night Tights and TNME crew do every day. Y'all are the future of independent entertainment.
Thank you.
Thank you for the kind words.
Appreciate it. Hey, we are 20 likes away from 1,000. Smash that melee button if you don't mind. That's a simple request from a simple man.
R.E. Gatto for a $4.99. Important announcement: Arizona tea is no longer 99 cents per can. Thanks Obama.
Oh, I've heard that one before.
Hey, look at there. Let's see where did it go. Right here.
Yeah,
look
I saw
at
you
there.
highlighted something.
Geeks and Gamers is my favorite thing to listen to while I get ready for work, especially when my future husband Jay is on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Birdie.
Look at Jay. He just has that effect.
Yeah, I get all the guys call me retarded. All the girls want me to be their husband. So it's how that's life here around the G&G circle.
Villa Idiot, or maybe it's Via Idiot if you are a Spanish speaker, for $5 says, for animated movies, Batman, Superman, Public Enemy was pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Public Enemies, I think. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, they said enemy. Sebastian for $5. Speaking of World's Finest, it was the first time Tim Daly and Kevin Conroy worked together. Justice League Doom in 2012 was their last.
Yeah, Tim Daly's awesome.
Dragon Dan for another $5. I'm surprised you're not talking more about the preemptively blocked by the Star Wars Outlaws writers. Is there a list of people she blocked so far?
I don't know if we can find a list or anything like that. What is that? Didn't you retweet this stupid article that was posted today?
Yes, about the game.
Yeah, right.
Where they said like there's backlash, and I was like, what kind of They only use that. Yeah, there it is. Star Wars Outlaw backlash proves we need more women. Like,
oh my god,
this is Kotaku. This is the worst. They literally have no idea what to write about, so they're like, how do we get retweets?
That's literally the epitome of damage control.
Yes. They're just inventing a reason. They're just inventing reasons to be a victim. They're playing the fake victim crap.
It's not our fault. It's not that we lack creativity. It's you guys. The consumers are the problem.
Yep. Hang on. I'm gonna comment. Does she make sandwiches
Jeremy getting blocked in 3,
in
2.
Does she make sandwiches in the game?
The problem is,
Okay.
I honestly didn't really see any backlash. Like, I just thought people were like, well, it's just another game.
The worst thing I heard is that they were calling her Hannah Solo.
Oh yes.
I didn't hear. Not in the game. Oh, you mean as like a backlash? Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. So does she make sandwiches in the game? That's all I want to know. So we need more women in games. We need more women in games.
Like
that's like all we've been getting for the past 3 years.
Yes.
Even longer than that.
They all look like Kathleen Kennedy in a sort of way.
Yes. Sad but true.
You're not wrong.
Sad but true.
Linko Kenobi for a $10. Well, guys, I got things to do. Keep up the good work, guys. I'll be doing my part as well as looking forward to seeing you guys next week on X Defiant. MAGA 2024. Peace.
Nice.
Flag Ninja for $5. I miss the days of me playing Chrono Trigger before the internet was a thing.
Love Chrono Trigger. Love Chrono Trigger, man. The soundtrack is so good. The art style, storytelling, phenomenal.
Steel Leg of History became a member for 15 months. Jeremy, my super chat was missed last night. Beardo tried to read it, but got distracted. I had my bank account hacked, and my bank is fixing it, so I wish I could give.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. No, they never apologize for not being able to support. We have unbelievable support here at Geeks and Gamers, and I thank all of you for that. And so if you ever have any issues and no one is obligated to send super chats. You will never be obligated to send super chats, and you'll never be judged if you can't. There's people that have watched this channel for years that I've had interactions with, that we highlight their comments all the time, that they've never sent us a dime, and we don't look at that you're just as much a part of this community as anyone else. So I hope you get all that situated for sure. And sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
for sure.
The meltdown is glorious online right now. These Disney pixie dust, like that chart that I just showed, people are tweeting it out now. They're like, somebody writes, for those who care about attendance, Disney doesn't care. They just want their income. Like, it's like, anyway, it's just funny to read these people just like losing their minds that their parks aren't number one anymore. You know. And the 2023 numbers are going to be even worse. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, but like the Disney parks are probably going to be full this summer because they released that ridiculous $58 ticket that everyone's going to be like, holy crap, like that's cheap, so let's just go. So that's the only reason why that that they'll probably be parked because of that ticket. But I wonder how that's going to affect like the overall census and like income. So anyway, continue.
The green-haired anti-liberal for $5. It's Flag Day, and I want to see if Twitter can be flooded with the American flag, especially after the disrespect this weekend. Y'all down? I posted mine already.
So it's President Trump's birthday, so I'm definitely be making a post about that. I'll start the party off with a President Trump post, and I'll put the American flags. So here we go. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Here we go. Because I'm always happy to talk about President Trump.
Gemstone for $2. Is anyone still playing Halo? P.S. Batfleck is the GOAT.
We've talked about getting back on Halo. I know Beardo wants to play it.
I really want to play.
You should fucking play.
I might stream it today after this stream.
Yeah, it's Halo's awesome, dude. Halo's awesome. So as far as Halo Infinite, I hear it's getting better. So Rolo seems to be pretty happy with it. So maybe we'll get back on Halo.
Maybe. Shifty-eyed Ninja became a channel member. Thank you. Osmora gifted one more Geeks and Gamers membership. Lulu Blue for a $4.99. Hail from Kings Island, representing the Rebellion and the 199.
Nice.
Thank you. Atomic Patriot became a member for 5 months. Already 5 months? What the fuck? Hey man, I just wanted to say y'all are awesome. I remember feeling alone when I started speaking against the wokeness in entertainment until I found you guys. Thanks to the haters.
Hey, that's awesome, man. Appreciate it.
Steel leg of history for a 199. Jay, C is back up. Signed, the signed one. Only 200 of them left.
Yeah, it's what an awesome problem to have that he's selling out so quickly. Like, that's awesome for Ripa. If I can get one, I can. If not, hey, nothing but love for those that were able to grab one before I could.
I am not a banana for $5. Thanks for the universal recommendation, Jay. We'll be going this weekend. Keep you all updated if you guys care.
Thank you. That's why we have a theme park channel.
Yep. Gary's Wizard Beard for a 220. How many in chat going to court? This is a weird question. How many in chat are going to court this evening?
I was asked, but I'm not going to be able to make it.
Yeah, I think I'm going to sit this one out. Stacy Gardner became a member for 4 months. I wish more success for Geeks and Gamers, and now back to growing my own channel.
Man, just keep grinding, man. Just keep and doing what you love. So
shout out. Wicked Virtue dropped a $3 super sticker. Thank you, Wicked Virtue. Wanda became a member for 2 months. Imagine being shared between all the Hollywood creeps just to end up overshadowed by cameos in your own movie. Hail to the 199 FNT and the Ripaverse.
Let's see.
Sorry. We caught up?
Yeah. Well, no, I had something I had to take care of real quick. So, but
a game non-fireman for $2. Is there going to be another Orlando meetup this year?
Probably not, because I'm working towards making it around MegaCon, which is early in the following year. So that's what we're working on right now. So I don't have any guarantees. We're trying to pull it together to intertwine with MegaCon, but venues, cost, all that. The last year's Orlando cost me a assload of money, and I had to sell J calendars to make up for it. So,
yeah.
Shout out to those J calendars; they did really well.
Yeah.
Big Mike for $2. Here's my obligated super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jack for a $5 says, "Hey Jay. When I couldn't log into Ripaverse yesterday or reset password, I was able to create a new account using a new email and got my order in."
I can't even, I'm clicking on the link now. I can't, it just won't even take me to the front page. So it could be me. Probably is. So I'll keep trying, but thank you. Thank you.
Cyril Lewis dropped a 199. Star Wars open world game with Cara Dune would be fire.
They just don't want money.
Aberu gifted 5 channel members. Thank you. Flag Ninja donated $5. Says, "It's Flag Day. Flags are awesome."
Well, see you later.
Oh, thanks for the $5.
We got 276 people over on Rumble.
Let's go. Shout out.
And I'm making sure, I wish Rumble would, they have pop-out chat. So, but they don't let you find the super chats. I hope I haven't missed any on there, but I don't believe I have, because I've been trying to keep an eye on it today. So let me know if I have. I don't think I have, though.
Let us know. Let us know. Sane Adam became a member for 5 months. Says 199, hold the line.
199, hold the line.
Disco Cobra dropped a 20. If you guys start streaming Halo, let me know. I'm looking to get back into gaming more and often since I do have some downtime. Might start up a new channel dedicated to gaming content, streaming, reviewing, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting back on Halo. I really am.
What happened last night for $5 is what happened, Beardo? You getting tongue-tied? Not today.
See you later.
Not today. Random comment dropped a $1 and said nothing. Gary's Wizard Beard for a 220. Star Wars Court with Judge Frank Gore, Beardo. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, that's what they were talking about with Court today. He asked me if I could make it, and I told him I couldn't because I got way too much going on, but maybe in the future I can get on there. So subscribe to Film Threat and go check out Chris Gore, our good friend Chris Gore. He's the best.
Hi, Michaela. She said hi, Jay. Hello.
Hello. We're caught up on YouTube.
All right, good deal. All right, so we're gonna end it there. I appreciate all of you for your support as always, and we got this Battlefront stream coming up tonight, so be on the lookout for that. And then I'll be doing Cobra
Side
Cast
scrollers.
after that. So yeah, they fucking. I'm pissed because he fucking put the spoiler in the goddamn title. So I just texted him, don't fucking spoil the movie in the title. God damn it. And it's not Reeves, it's Reeve. So not only did you spoil the fucking movie in the title on my channel, but you said Reeves. It's not Christopher fucking Reeves. It's Christopher Reeve. Anyway, I'll deal with that. God damn it. Anyway.
Son of a bitch, Craig!
Anyway,
Lock it in!
you guys have a great day. Fucking hell. And we will talk to all of you a little bit later. I'm not happy right now. So
Lock it in, Craig! Come on!
Jesus Christ. Fuck. Hey, let me just spoil a movie by misspelling the most iconic fucking character ever.
Hey, chat.
I blame Krigler. I think that's
Chat,
a
there's
Krigler problem.
2,100 people in here. Once we end the stream, hop over to Side Scrollers right now and roast the shit out of Craig.
Damn it, man. Anyway, thank you guys. Have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Bye, everyone.
Later.